Hello, my name is Rob Nichols. This module is the first of two on business law. In it, we look at the mosaic of business law in Australia, including its constitutional basis and the way in which business law is made. How does a business go about finding out what laws apply? How should its compliance be structured, monitored and managed? The idea behind this course is that it provides strategies for business leaders in dealing with law, regulation and ethics. This particular module has 4 learning objectives. First, to understand the sources of business law in Australia. Second, to identify the laws that apply to a business. Third, to analyse and implement an appropriate compliance regime. And fourth, to understand and evaluate the risks associated with business law, and that compliance is the sole associated mitigation. One of the learning objectives is to reinforce the fact that compliance with the law is not a risk management issue. One of the reasons for this course is that some businesses have treated compliance with the law as a risk-managed option. In looking at the materials for this module, you might keep in mind the likely effects of regarding illegal conduct as a risk management option. Over 90 years ago in 1928, a Mrs. Donahue drank a bottle of ginger beer in a cafe in Scotland. A dead snail was in the bottle. She fell ill and she sued the ginger beer manufacturer, Mr. Stevenson. The House of Lords held that the manufacturer owed a duty of care to her, which was breached because it was reasonably foreseeable that failure to ensure the product's safety would lead to harm to consumers. This duty of care still applies. Each of the modules uses a case study. For this module, the case study is Thermomix. Thermomix manufactures expensive kitchen appliances which both mix ingredients and cook them. Sadly for some people, if a Thermomix appliance opens too soon, it sends fast-moving hot food onto any exposed human skin in the kitchen. Clearly, this is not a fictitious case. Thermomix knew from 7 July 2014 there was a risk of potential injury to users caused by the lid lifting and hot food and/or liquid escaping from the mixing bowl before that food or liquid had settled. The company continued to supply and promote its product until 6 September 2014 and didn't notify customers until 23 September that there was a known safety issue. In 2018, the Federal Court of Australia ordered Thermomix to pay penalties totalling $4.6 million for making false or misleading representations and misleading the public in relation to its kitchen appliances. The court held that Thermomix breached the Australian consumer law by making false or misleading representations to certain consumers through its silence about safety issues affecting its appliances, which the company knew about. We will use the Thermomix case study to try and answer questions about the law. If your business has a duty of care to its consumers, how do you manage that duty? Although Thermomix is a physical product, product liability includes liability in respect of services and applications. What strategies would you apply in a leadership role to limit the liability of your business? We hope you enjoy working through the elements of this module.